You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, not to the Hockey Happy Hour, but to some live reactions here of Game 5 between the New York Islanders and the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers up against it 3-1. The Islanders lead the series. Brought to you by the Dr. Paul Vidal in specialized physical therapy. You can find him in Cherry Hill, Burlington, and Princeton, New Jersey. If you got any aches and pains, you go to Paul, and he'll take care of it for you. And you can make an appointment at www.specializedphysicaltherapy.com. What's going on, everybody? Matt Sassuti, Tom Arnone, Rob Brinkman, the Broken One, Mr. Pove, and Chrome, all here, ready to kick it live on Game 5 reactions. What's going on, guys?
Living the dream now. Didn't feel good 20 minutes ago. But
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody else. I feel delicious. Now we'll see how the third period plays out. But right now, I feel good, boys.
Yeah, it was encouraging. That team in the last 6 minutes of that third period is the team that we've been waiting to see this entire playoffs. That's the team that we saw before COVID started and in the round robin, maybe even a little more energized. So, I'm just hoping we got some momentum going into this third period, guys.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I heard nice a little rumor.
G sighting.
Yeah, that was huge.
Brandon Mulligan, about time Giroux scores. I smell a Game 6.
Let's hope.
Good hope so. Pove, feeling good?
Yeah, I heard a little report that a former Cobra Kai sensei, John Kreese, visited the locker room and said, sweep the leg. Because they came out, they played with energy, and actually had finish. I saw a compete level tonight that I did not see on Sunday night, despite seeing Oscar Lindblom warm up with you. I was really questioning what's between the, checking between the legs, see if they got their nutsack in check, because the effort was there. But when you can't finish and you just can't measure up to your competition, then what are we really doing here?
No, exactly. And you know what we haven't had in years past? We have a goalie who can flat out stand on his head. And you're seeing that and keeping you in the game, and giving you the ability to have some fight and show some fight and have some big-time guys that you need to score goals. And Claude Giroux and James Van Riemsdyk. I mean, I need them guys to score goals. They're goal scorers. Need you to score goals right now because we haven't been able to. And, sometimes they come in bunches. We know how this works, boys. They can come in bunches, and hopefully the bunches continue. Force a Game 6 because to me, if I'm the Islanders, I'm scared to death if this goes 6 because I think it's going 7 then, and then everything's on the table. You know what I mean?
They should be scared first. They should be scared though because this is the dangerous Flyers team. I don't know why it takes to where their back is against the wall to get the best hockey out of the organization. But they've been that resilient group. If you can come out, hold this lead in the third period, and have some good mojo working your way in the series into Game 6, yeah, I'm a little bit more hopeful than I was at the end of Sunday night's game, boys.
I will say this. I think I have an idea of why the Flyers really don't know any other way. When you think about it, how many times has this team been put in behind the 8 ball and they have to come up big in situations where if they don't, they're out? It's like that's just common for this team for the last 5 years. So I really feel like this team just doesn't know any other way.
You're right. And even this year, I mean, no team's better after a loss. And maybe sports, you know what I mean, than the Flyers were this year. So, that matters. I mean, your response to stuff matters. That's why I thought Game 4 they were going to win that game because that's what they did. I've done all year after a loss. So it just shows you how good the Islanders are, better than people think they are. They're just tough. They make things difficult on you. But, here we are in the last 19 minutes, and we have enough to hold on and force enough.
I mean, we got to win this game first before we talk about Game 6 and Game 7 because what I've seen from this team after a strong period, like they had in the second period, is they don't follow it up. The foot comes off the gas.
it's been very inconsistent.
For whatever reason in this series, at least on my observations, is they played one good period out of 3.
Listen,
and Lawton just went to the box.
Listen, if you want to come in without hope, then why even hit live? You know what I'm saying? If you want to come in without hope, then then we just won't hit the live button. That's the difference.
2-1.
Well, that's the difference.
You invited me here. I accept it. I'm telling you, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. Sometimes the fucking truth. I need to see them close this game before I can start talking about Game 6 and Game 7. They haven't played 60 minutes this entire series.
Nobody's.
I'm not counting this game as a W yet. I'm not. We're shorthanded right now. You know, they're up. I wish they were up 3-1 because I thought that was I should have been a goal at the end of the second.
Well, I mean, all intents and purposes, they should be up 3-0 because the goal that was given up was terrible too. Many guys.
I mean, that happens sometimes.
It does, but it was a little bit sloppy at the end of that for me. But what we need now is we need that defensive presence to show up that we've seen glimpses of through these playoffs, where they can look like a shutdown defensive team, dive in, blocking pucks, making plays, and give Carter a little bit of help. Don't let them continue to throw shots at Carter and create opportunities for rebounds for the Islanders team because they're cashing in a hell of a lot more than we are in this series.
Yeah, it starts now. They can get a good penalty kill here, then they can try and get the momentum on their side if they can just shut them down offensively and kind of frustrate them a little bit.
I mean,
if you look on their side.
Look at it. I mean, if you look now, I mean, the Islanders. It's early. It's only less than 3 minutes into the third period, but they almost look like they're pressing a little bit. You're seeing guys fall down on their skates and trying to create some plays here. That's what you got to do, guys.
He's got to suffocate
keep them off balance.
Yeah,
exactly.
Suffocate them a little bit back. I mean, we're a good enough defensive hockey team that we should be able to do some suffocation back and play up to their level defensively. If this kind of series it's been. So at some point you now have to match intensity defensively, right? And you're seeing a little bit of that right now. I mean, that can change quick, but only 1 second left, so they essentially killed it off. So that that's a great effort to come in here in the third period.
Well, what they've done really well, Tom, is especially when the Islanders have been on the power play or in general, has kept them to the outside. And that's what I'm seeing here on this penalty kill. You keep them to the outside, you eliminate that cross of pass where the goaltender's got to go east to west from pipe to pipe. Then that's how you can limit the offensive chances for, a really talented offensive forwards of the Islanders.
Because they're a little bit shaken up going to the bench.
Corey down here, he says, it's hell freezing over. Giroux and JVR scored. It's like they went into the way back machine in the 2012 playoffs here.
Yeah, well, just
some of the grizzled old vets come out and step up.
Call it a 2020 gate because I mean it could be a combo of both happening. Hell freezing over and it's 2020, so I want to put hell freezing over. So both.
Keep the faith, Zach. Keep the faith, man.
But and by the way, what's up to everybody out there? What's up, Andy? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Don? For all guys chiming in today.
Fist down here over on YouTube. Let's go Flyers.
And we actually have a nice graphic of Andy, if Brodo would like to bring it up, of him wearing a Flyers cap.
Yeah, Andy. Joseph.
What's wrong, Joe? Why are you throwing up?
Are you? Yeah. Do you have a head feed? Hopefully not, because that will set us up for.
I mean, I'd like to get one. I'd like to get one like now. I'd like to go 3-1 ASAP.
Yeah, I think another goal here would make
it would be good.
Just slightly more comfortable.
The next
goal
is crucial. The next goal is crucial to this game.
I would say next goal probably wins the game. Get in there.
There was a chance.
Well,
that was a big chance.
They look aggressive coming out here in the third period.
Because Rob acted like I crowned, not you, Poe. Brinks acted like I crowned a game 5 win here. You know what I mean?
Not everything's about you. So shut up.
I'm not talking about 6 or 7 before I get done this one. No,
I'm not. I don't care what you say, cuz.
No shit, we're watching the game.
Everything I say, everything comes out of my mouth. Get over yourself, bro.
Look at there we go. We got Big Mom in the house here.
Man, they look.
Shot scores.
Yes!
Nice.
Oh,
Let's go.
Nate Thompson scoring.
Let's go.
Oh no, actually Matt Niskanen. I keep getting them mixed up because they got the same kind of beard.
He's been playing great.
My parents are next to
Yeah,
me
past
cheering.
two
My mom
games
covered her
especially.
mouth like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I yelled. I know." No, scream in the background.
Yes, please. Let's
Louder,
make some
louder.
noise.
Yes,
Yeah, loud.
scream. They want to hear
Yeah.
your voices.
Yeah, there we go. Let's like Happy Gilmore. Let's get some noise going here.
Listen, real quick. This is what you needed tonight. You needed your vets, all right, and you need big time money players to step up, right? And you talk about Matt Niskanen, been in big games before. It's a huge one, right? And then you talk about G and JVR. This is what you needed tonight. You needed your vets to come and step up for the younger guys and lead the way tonight in an elimination game. You need it.
And Tom, it's all you need because one spark lights the ignition of confidence, and then all of a sudden they start believing in themselves again, believing in the system. That's playoff hockey. That's the roller coaster, baby.
Yeah, and you know what? This is something to build off of, guys, because I think we talked about it a lot. I've mentioned it on your show, guys, for Hockey Happy Hour.
There's still 15
Every player,
minutes.
it feels like, with the exception of Jake Voracek, in terms of the guys who frequently contributed to success this season, feels like they've all disappeared. Every one of them. Coots had one good game in this series. Konechny's
Hayes
been
has been
absolutely
inconsistent.
nowhere. Yeah, but you know what? Hayes, at least, he's out there trying to make plays and with his stick work. I see him. He's present. A lot of these guys, it's like you don't even notice they're on the ice, and that's a problem. You don't notice
talking
that
about
Giroux's
Travis
on the ice.
Konechny?
He's the most
Not
snake-bitten.
really TK though, man. More so in the Canadian series, he was a ghost. I've seen him. He's one of the guys though. He just is. It's everything but the finish though, because I've seen him get behind the defense. I've seen him make good, smart shots on goal, good moves. Just how many times have you seen TK looking up at the heavens in the series? At least 10.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, he's been frustrated, poor guy. There was that game against Montreal where he tried to break his stick at the bench and he couldn't do it. That was how frustrated he was.
No, you know what, too, Pope? I heard you talk about it, too, on Hockey Happy Hour. I don't know if it was this past week or the previous week. I think it was this past week. The problem with Konechny, too, he's showing his frustration on the ice, and you cannot do that during the NHL playoffs.
Right.
It's
immature.
with Giroux,
Yeah.
I feel like the NHL is that one sport we want to see emotion out of guys, but I feel like this is the one sport, particularly in the playoffs, you have to be stone cold. If you're not playing well, don't show people your frustration because they will capitalize on that.
When you cash in, though, that's when you let it all out.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I will admit, it was the same thing for Brendan Gallagher in that series. He was really frustrated, and he finally got that goal against Hart in Game 5. Then Niskanen responded by breaking his jaw. But, which was a nice response. Oh.
See, I like how they got the 3-1. They still got they still got the foot down to the pedal. They're not letting off the gas.
You have to stay on the gas with the Islanders because they're the type of team that wants you to sit back.
They did it in Game 2, and they almost lost.
No, and honestly, with this team, this Islander team, if the momentum shifts, they could put up points in a hurry. They could put up 3 or 4 goals in a 6-minute clip. So you need to continue to put the pressure on and pad that lead, get that insurance.
Yeah, to listen, 12 minutes is an eternity in this game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, no way, shape, or form does this feel comfortable yet. I mean, it feels comfortable because I trust my goalie a ton. I trust my goalie, but they find the back of the net. So, and it was got another one there.
I thought that went in.
See, this is the scary part. This is when the Islanders like to start, really putting the pressure on the Flyers, and the Flyers have a tough time getting it out of their zone.
There we go, Carter.
Well, in this game, too, they've been successful with that chip and chase style that they developed, not only dumping and chasing, but chipping it up in the air. And the Islanders defense has had problems defending that, and you've seen that again tonight. That's what they got to continue. Don't let your foot off the gas right now with the 3-1 lead.
Absolutely. That flip play was actually really good for the Flyers, and it actually led to them getting goals.
Well, there's some aggressiveness out of it. The Islanders are looking a little faster right now. Right, a little burst of energy. I know somebody said they look tired. Brendan did. They look tired, but that tiredness went away real quick because they're skating well right this second.
I
So
don't. I
Brian,
don't really think the Islanders get tired. They wait. They wait for you to get some kind of positive vibes going, and then they shove it right down your throat right after that.
so
And they're
Brian
so well
Eckert,
coached. Trotz is
Brian,
such a good coach.
so
Yes,
Brian
sir.
Eckert over on my watch party says we've outplayed them all game so far. The Flyers try to be like the Devils of the late '90s when they get a lead, but our defense isn't good enough. Any response to that?
Our
I mean-
defense. Our defense can be that good. It's just that some of them are inexperienced. This is their first playoff. And then on top of that as well, other players like Niskanen were really struggling in this series, and that didn't help anything. So you can't have that.
Yeah, I can't compare anything to the Devils because I mean that Devils defense they ran a different defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a little more special, it was a little bit more, less goal scoring, more just want to suffocate you. It was a little bit different, just a little bit different. But I understand it, but I don't know if we have the personnel to pull that off either.
It's tough. Like, you can't really do trap hockey like you used to back in the day. And also remember they had Brodeur in net, so that's the measuring stick of goaltenders. So it's a little tough to beat that, and Flyers know firsthand. How many times did we wind up coming up short against them?
Right. And it's surprising a lot of us. It surprises me too. I fell for it too. You see them play so well on that nice streak. They come into the round robin, wreck shop, win the number 1 seed. It's natural for expectations to be raised. But earlier on in the season on the show and throughout your guys' shows as well, we talked about this team being like a definite playoff team. Maybe they win a series or two. And that's exactly where they're at right now. So you can't be pissed off at them either if, God forbid, this is the end of the road, not to speak negatively, but they've done what they're suited for. There are a few pieces down. They need more size. They need more experience, to Maddie's point, and they'll get there. It just, they had the jam. Like Laviolette used to say, they had the jam where if you could have rode that, you have Carter Hart steal you a couple of games, which all of this could still happen, by the way.
Yeah.
There's no hope being given up, or at least on this screen, right? That, Hart steals you another game. Maybe you get past this game, he steals you another game, then you're in game 7, and then it's anybody's series. So hopefully that comes to fruition. But the one thing, you got to take care of business tonight. This is going to be a tight end of this contest for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. The things we have to consider the fact that we don't have a Nolan Patrick who's a special talent. We don't have Oscar Lindblom who is starting to emerge this season. They're down a few players, and that's not an excuse by any means because they succeeded despite all of that.
Tampa is too.
Imagine how good this team can be with those players. With the next step that we've seen Carter Hart take this year, now having playoff experience behind him, I think that, the thing we have to consider too is this team is ahead of pace. I don't think we all thought they would be at this point this year. We thought maybe next year we would start to see this.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I thought we were about a year away coming into this year. And you know what? We talked to Chris Pronger on the Hockey Happy Hour, guys. If you remember, and the question was raised, is this just a hot team right now, or is this a team that he believes can be sustained consistently over the next 5 years, 10 years maybe? And he believes in the team that's been built. He believes in the young guys with this organization that they're going to get them to that next level. And hey, who am I to disagree with Chris Pronger?
Yeah, right. And listen, I mean, at the end of the day, your better players are your younger players. So it's not a shot. It's just some of your older guys are older guys, right? And that doesn't mean, they weren't your better players for a long time. But I feel like some of your best goal scorers are your younger guys. So your best defensemen are some of your younger guys. So I mean that matters in terms of first time in the dance. But we'll see. But I believe that they've done a heck of a job with their farm system essentially, and you see it. You see it. You got guys still coming up. There's still more guys. The cupboard's not dry down there, so there's still a lot more young talent to be had coming up. So we'll see.
This team is deep. This team's going to be deep for a long time.
Absolutely.
And, look at the Kevin Hayes deal. I mean, it's only year 1, but in my eyes, that might have been one of the best top 3, if not the best free agent signings. And people talked about, was he overpaid? I think to this point he's earned his value. He had a great year this year for them, career year.
He
great.
did have
I love Kevin Hayes.
And
I mean,
what a locker room guy he is. I love his personality. I love his leadership. I just think he was such a key pickup for them this year.
Yeah, Brinkman, your partner on the Sports Hound is a Ranger fan. I'm sure he's quite familiar with the skill set of Kevin Hayes.
Yeah, he doesn't like him. He dogs Kevin Hayes. I don't know why.
Oh wow.
He says he doesn't go to the net enough when he's 6'7". But I don't know. The guy's a great penalty. I kind of defer to Brad on hockey a little bit, just because he knows way more about it than me, and so do you guys on the Hockey Happy Hour and Chrome and Tom. He doesn't know anything more than me, so I'll have to wait on that. But he's always saying, yeah, he said we gave Hayes way too much money and it was going to be a bad contract, but I didn't see that at all this year.
No, I mean year one,
he's an elite penalty killer. Should he score more for what he makes? I mean, maybe, but great locker room guy. I think he's got an A on his chest, I believe.
You know what, too, Brinkman, though? We talk about the penalty killing, right? How many opportunities areas right here?
Oh,
close.
Another great play. His stick handling is so good. And you could see it too when you talk about shorthanded opportunities. How many shorthanded goals do we see him have this year? How many opportunities on top of that didn't get cashed in on? I mean, the dude is a good player.
And he got clutch goals too. I mean, we were in the studio and we watched that game against Columbus where we probably should have lost that game because Columbus kept pushing back and we thought, oh boy, Columbus is going to win this one because they came back and tied it, went to OT. Hayes scored that goal, did the discount double check, and there you go. We swept them in a back home and home, which is never easy to do.
Yeah.
No, and he's an underrated skater too for a big guy. You know what I mean? Skates better.
I think he's got great feet.
6'7" is a giant in hockey.
Yeah, he's got great feet. He's got great stick handling. It's insane. I mean, you're right, Brinkman. For his size, he plays like a guy who's 5 inches shorter. I think that speaks a lot to his athleticism and his quickness.
I do agree with Brad, though, to that point, though. You know, like as big as you are, like I could use you in front a little more. You know what I mean? Like you can just sit yourself in front of there. Just a tad more. You know, but that would be. I mean, you call it a minor critique, or like you don't have to. But I mean, I agree with that to a point. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's never in front of the net. I mean, but I would like if you're 6'9" on skates, I could use you in front all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Brad, when he sees guys get big money like that didn't work out in New York, he freaks out.
Well, that's big market. That's big market talk. We're the same way. If he stinks next year, we're going to have an issue. Chrome's not going to have nice of a guy he is. You know what I mean? So I mean that all changes.
But and again, that's why my point started with year one into the deal. I'm very happy with the return that we got out of it. Jury's open for next year because he did have a career year this year in a lot of categories. So is that something that's going to carry on to next year? Maybe he's a little bit of a late bloomer and he's evolved a little bit more as a player at this stage in his career. I could see that. He's not old, so I definitely think he's young enough that could happen. But we'll see. But I'm very, very happy with the return that we got in year one of that Hayes deal.
Yeah, you make a good point, Cromer, that it could very well be an outlier. I want to see it game 2. I want to see even continued progression, not content for a certain level of play, but driving to be better and better on the ice. We certainly know he's a great off the ice. To Brinkman's point, 100% great locker room guy.
Yeah, and I really feel like, there's a lot of talent with him here, and a lot of young talent that's going to help him to be able to, I think maintain that level of play that he's shown us here in Philadelphia in year one.
Feel fresh. You're saying fresh, like keeps you young. You know what I mean? The kids keep you young. Hey. I hope that for Drew too. I hope the kids keep Drew young. You know what I mean?
A little shot of life.
A little injection of life. Everybody loves a little injection of life.
And one thing too, Hayes, Brian showed me something earlier. He showed me a clip of when he went to practice, I believe with Greg, and he showed Hayes was staying back with one of the young players. It might have been Konechny, and showing him a few things as well. So he could also implore a little bit of experience on, hey, this is what happens in a situation like this. Usually try this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Matty. Anthony says I would be thinking about trading Giroux and other players. I mean,
can we wait till we're out to talk about trading the captain?
Yeah,
Can we,
that's ridiculous.
3-1 with 7 to go, about to force a game 6, hopefully.
Come on.
Captain? Come
guys,
on.
Guys, it wouldn't be a hockey show if we didn't have one Trey Giroux comment at some point. Come on. We know this.
Listen, when Rob's the voice of reason, Anthony, you got you're an issue, man.
Voice of reason a lot. No, when you look at how this team's built, I like how they have the young role players kind of established. Then you can go out headhunting for a goal scorer. I think this team is really, really prime. I don't know who's free agents. I know Toronto's dumping a lot of salary. I don't really know the landscape of hockey like that, but
there is going to be a lot of free agents available this year.
You have Farabee, who's great. You have Sanheim, who's a great role player. You have Phil Myers, who I love. I
like Myers.
Sanheim.
I feel like
makes Sabella's look good in these
plays
playoffs.
every night. He's a grinder.
And think about it. We still have other young players in the system. We still have Morgan Frost. We still have Jay O'Brien, who's a young kid who's developing right now. We have Cam York, who's in the system. We have a lot of young talent that still has yet to come up and show itself in Philadelphia, but has a lot of potential.
Would you flip some of these unproven prospect guys to maybe get a 40-goal scorer in here if one became available?
Absolutely.
It depends on if the deal is right. Depends on who it is and if the deal is right.
Absolutely.
And in turn, I think if you do that, though, then you have to look at flipping Giroux to kind of recoup some of that as well.
It would be one of those situations.
I'm saying you'd have to look at it.
I want to put Giroux next to my goal scorer. Look, Giroux makes guys better. He's not a sniper. He's a playmaker. If you put I don't know, a Tarasenko, just an example. I don't even know if he's available or what his deal is, but he's a sniper. He's a goal scorer. You put him next to Giroux on the same line, that's going to help Giroux, and it's going to help. We did for Yager. Look what he was doing for Konechny during the regular season. Giroux makes guys better. That's why I got to always say, let's hold the phone with all these young goal scorers we're trying to develop when we're trying to talk about trading the captain Giroux. It's not his skill set to go out there and score a hat trick and lead the scoring column. That's not what he does. I'm
trading young prospects for proven talent, 27 under all day. All day. He could be the greatest guy. He could be the greatest player of all time you think coming up. If I got a guy who can light the land for 45, a 45-piecer, that makes his team complete. But guess we're all talking about all these names, and I'll tell you why some of them just don't matter. Can I tell you why they don't matter? Because I'm going to keep continuing to go back to a franchise goal. And a franchise goal is the deal breaker to me because that's what we've been missing for my whole life of watching hockey outside of Ron Hextall when I was really a puppy. You know what I mean? So I seen zero goaltending, and I got one. And I'm excited about that because another example tonight of him. Listen, man, it's a kid. It's a kid in an elimination game. And he's playing. And
other goalies, too. Better, highly ranked prospects.
Right.
We had 2 others. What was his name?
Traded him or whatever?
No, they actually still have him in the system, but they were drafted along with Hart. But Hart's turned out so well that it's
trade.
Tom, that's a fair point that you made there too. The franchise goaltender is the equivalent in the NFL to the franchise quarterback. That's the cornerstone of your organization. But I'll even go a step further because there's 2 names in this organization that are absolutely the most important. One is Carter Hart. And to me, and I've seen it this year after the dog shit that's been put out there over the last 10 years, is the head coach. Alain Vigneault came into this team, this organization, and with a different mindset to hold guys accountable. And the thing that really has impressed me and what concerned me when he came in is his reputation for being a veteran guy and not as good with the younger players. And he came into this organization packed with young talent. And look at the guys. And I'll add Oscar Lindblom to this. Look at the guys who took the young guys who took the next
They
step
about to take a
this
penalty.
year.
What's up?
Carter Hart,
No,
Oscar Lindblom, Travis Konechny,
We're playing a little.
Ivan Provorov. All these guys who took steps this
Hold
year
on, what's that? So this
under Vigneault's watch.
Barzell's down. He
Oh,
might
bleeding.
be.
They're about to get a 4-minute power play because this
I
guy.
think
my
he's
God.
bleeding. Yeah, Barzell's bleeding.
This is why we can't have nice things, because nothing's easy. But guess what? Hey, my puppy in that. Stand on your head talk. Now I just need to stand on your head talk.
It's his opportunity to shine in that regard, and he already has in this game, Tom. There's been a period of time where he went about 8-9 minutes between Islander shots and made that right pad save like he had been getting steady shots. To be able to do that is the most difficult thing for a goaltender.
How about that toe save in the first on Pajot? The toe save?
That's
That
what I'm
was
talking
huge.
about on Pajot. The
That
toe
one-
save. That was after. That was after a large, Flyers offensive
That
zone. With
Pajot
Islanders.
guy.
Yeah, dude, that was a
Pajot guy
great,
finishes.
Matty, that's one of these.
great trade acquisition for them.
That's one of these.
What's up?
That's one of these saves.
Yeah.
Right before that penalty was called, or there was no penalty called, it was missed. I never saw a ref's arm go up. It's hard to tell because I got it on mute or whatnot, but I never saw it, and there was no call on that.
there's
They
no
missed
penalty
it,
on that.
but it was a high stick. And right before that, we were commenting on G's age. Well, G outskated one of the Islanders defenders to cancel an icing. That's the type of effort. Seeing that even if the goals aren't coming aplenty, you do stuff like that. That's how you lead as a captain. That's what I want to see.
And that's how the Islanders start to build themselves back up in this game. God damn it.
God.
I give so much
Whoa! Time out.
That's classic.
Uh,
We should have him back. We should have him back like a few times a year, just so we could get clips like that. Clips like me and Tommy just crushing him because he's a total loser. Just like maybe once a year, just sit him down for an hour, just let the tape roll, so we can get stuff like that.
a roast.
So what is it? We compliment the players. They give up a soft goal. We insult the players. They get a goal. Is that how this works? Let's just start insulting everybody right now.
I think Carter Hart's overrated right now, so he stands on his head. Like Carter Hart's overrated, guys.
Okay, so now this is a really important part of the game. The Flyers cannot panic here, and they have to remember they're still leading this game. Because that's the one thing that's also been killing them, is that they start really panicking when the Islanders score. They can't crack
what
under
they're doing
that.
right now. Keep doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah,
the best defense is offensive zone presence.
Yup, get pucks on that. Get him. That puck was so wide. I'm yelling, get in. Puck almost hit me here. You know what I mean? All right, Islanders in the zone here. Here we go.
Good defensive play.
Got to mark up. There you go.
Keep them on the outside.
Don't fall down. Let's stay on our skates.
Blow everybody up. Everybody gets blown up.
They're probably going to take a shot. Yep.
Attaboy.
Eat it up, Carter.
When do you guys think they're going to pull the goalie?
Probably real soon. If they win this offensive zone draw, I could totally see them trying it.
No, not with the Islanders and how they can turn it on. I think 2
Maybe
minutes
around the
or
2
under
minute mark.
Yeah,
Around the 2 minute mark.
We'll see. It could be.
Some
they
teams
are leading the
earlier.
series, so
Maddie's point. Some teams like to do it earlier. You know what I mean?
yeah. There's been a lot of teams who like to
Vigneault
play
with
that.
7 minutes left.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. At that point, though, it was like the game was already lost, so they were like, "Fuck it."
Oh, all right.
I guess they didn't do it. Yeah, they usually flash it up on the screen. If
clear the puck. Let's go.
Yeah. They don't. Everybody. Now you got to out hustle everybody. Now it's
everyone wants that empty netter from the Flyers so they can hit that over.
Oh, long careful. Don't get into a penalty.
No, not the time for one, boys. Not the time. Not the time.
Speaking of Scotty Lawton, he's a guy that's disappointed me.
Yeah, but he's not doing anything.
Yeah, he even got healthy scratched because of it one game.
Well, he scored 2 goals. I think it was against the Bruins in the round robin, and they won 2-1. And then he hasn't done anything since.
Right.
Like when I say he hasn't done anything, like that's the first time I've seen him on the screen doing something positive or negative.
Exactly.
We gotta get involved, man. We're in game 5, down 3-1. By the way, what'd you guys think of Carhart?
This has been tough.
That was just to rest him after because they had a back-to-back.
Hold on, I'll get into it after this.
They just tied it.
Oh my God.
Brassard just scored.
Oh my God. This is just unbelievable.
This is what happens with the Islanders. This is what they fucking do.
Second choke job in these playoffs, giving up a lead late.
Yep.
What was that? 3-1 with 4 minutes left,
and they gave 2 goals to the Islanders. First one was from Nelson. Then they started panicking, couldn't get the puck out of their zone, and then Brassard taps this one home.
That puck
this is the problem.
What is that, Hag?
That puck can't get across right now. You understand? That puck can't get across.
Yeah.
I can't get across.
Well, number 8 is sticking around out there. What is he doing?
He's looking at the puck, and then the problem is that right behind him.
You have no questions to know that guy's right there.
Take the man, sweep the leg, do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, you have to box out your guy in front of that, and they scored at 1 minute and 33 second span. So they got 2 goals in a minute and 33.
And this has been an issue, I think, too, guys, is that for as good of a face-off team as the Flyers have been all year,
now they're going right down the ice again. What the hell's going on?
And lost. They
Islanders
have
are buzzing.
A lot of crucial face-offs late in games in this series.
They have in their own zone. Yeah.
Disgrace. You cough this one up. That's a disgrace. They better hope for themselves they win this game. They better, because this be a roaster.
What we need to see, Tom, is what we saw in that same Bruins game in the round robin. Phil Myers come down and rip it right down their throats for a game winner. Let's go.
Yeah. Somebody step up. Shoot that.
And he's got the shot. Right next to rebound. No, missed.
Come on. Keep the pressure. Keep the pressure. Be on the offense.
Gotta get on those loose pucks.
But lay people out. Everybody's getting rolled up tonight.
You're right, Prism. This is not going as expected. This whole series. Well, to be fair, I figured we were going to have a tough time with the Islanders because we struggled with them all year.
Well, this whole year in life hasn't gone as we expected. 2020 talk. Why would it be easy?
That's
2020, you can officially fuck off.
This playoff series has gone the same way that the season series went. The Flyers were 0-2-1 against the Islanders during the regular season. Someone start the flying bait. Yeah. Oh, it would work. It'd be a good entry. Better than the slingshot nonsense. I'm glad they cut that out. The slingshot don't work. Chip and chase, dump and chase, work hard, enter the zone clean if you can. You know, the fancy plays is what has gotten this team to this position.
Dude, put it on.
Oh, that one floated in. If only it landed right in front of him.
Where is it? Where is it?
Well, we just got away with a big high. I mean,
no, I thought they got away with a penalty. Rob, what are you watching?
I think he was talking about the play earlier when Barzal was bleeding.
I'm flustered because I'm frustrated.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This ain't looking good.
It's disgrace.
Take him off the puck. Has he still got the puck? How does he still have the puck?
Got the puck. That's Barzal. He's hard to get off the puck, and that's what happens.
I could have just got him off the puck.
No, it's Lee. Never mind.
They got to lay both of them. They've had opportunities to throw the body on them, and they've shied away because of the new NHL avoid the stars bullshit. You lay a body on them, it's the playoffs. Let's go.
I know. Yeah. The referees have been very lax on penalties. So, I mean, you can get away with that. This year, they've been very lax
with that because the Flyers' power play blows.
Well, looks like we're going to OT, boys. Oh, wouldn't that be cute?
that would have been funny. That would have been funny. All right, yeah, extra hockey. We got some free hockey on our hands in a game we should have won.
I don't want free hockey, Matt. I don't want free hockey.
I don't either. We should have won this game. We should have won this fucking game today. Like, it's unfucking believable. We lose this game, then we deserve to be eliminated. Like, seriously. But
that was...
That is what has happened in this entire series. If the Flyers have had a good period and they score, it doesn't fucking matter because they get rocked the moment that the Islanders start pressing and they fold like a house of cards. It's happened this entire fucking series. It was happening against Montreal. The warning signs were there in the first round. It was just because of Carter Hart and how he performed that we won that series.
Remember when I said 15 minutes left, like I need him to finish? And you said, why even hit the live red button if you're not going to have hope? Because this happens. They take their foot off the gas. They get flustered and panic, and they fuck everything up. Like that's ridiculous.
Who said that this wasn't going to happen? No, I didn't say this wasn't going to happen or couldn't happen. I've been watching Flyers a long time, Rob. I know exactly what could happen. I just said I want to hit live without hope. Right? Am I losing that hope right now? Is that hope sort of out the door? Door's halfway open. Do you want to go out or you want to come in? So I mean, I gotta hope that they can somehow pull this game off tonight.
I thought they were gonna win the hockey game tonight, and now I'm really not sure.
That's what we all thought.
Not sure.
What did we think wrong?
I mean, all the momentum has shifted, so that's what concerns me going into overtime here is that all the momentum has shifted in this hockey game right now. And now
live odds.
What's between the legs is coming. What's between it? Because this is what we're going to find out, some toughness right now.
Now, the last time we went to this situation, it was very similar. We gave up a 2-goal lead or a 3-goal lead, and the Islanders wound up tying the game up, and we won in overtime from Phil Myers scoring a goal, which was actually his first OT winner in the postseason. So maybe we get that happening here in Game 6 or Game 5. Sorry. That we get a goal from an unexpected source here in overtime, push a Game 6.
Like Prism said, we need Scotty Lawton to put the Superman cape on. I believe it was Priz.
Somebody.
Yeah. That's right. I read it. I saw that. Because you're right, Tom. That this team makes me get regular stress tests at the doctor because my heart can't take it. They can't take it. This team.
I just don't. I don't. It's just a closed mentality, and I don't understand why. I get it. I mean, they put pressure on you, but their 2 goal, the 1 goal, listen, is a great play. The second goal there to tie it up at 3, that puck just can't get across there. I mean, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. I mean, I got to chew that puck up. Somebody chew the puck up right there. Okay, that's body in front, chew up, either clear or get down, Carter. Right. So it's one of the two. That can't happen right there. And to score 2 goals in like a 2-minute span, not even. Yeah, it's even worse. That rips all the momentum out. Listen, G, you're wearing the C, right? And I'm just in a shot at you, but now the C needs to get guys going. And the A's, the C's and the A's need to get guys going. And that's it. This is where it comes down to. Sucks. Because I wasn't thinking ahead at all. But this is a game we should have won. And when you got a 3-1 lead, we all said it, though, the 3-1 still wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel good.
It was a great example that you bring up of where this team is wet behind the ears still. A young defender there in Hogg, should play smarter than that and not be caught watching the puck. And that's exactly what he was doing. He got caught watching the puck and not playing the man and allowing that puck to get through.
That's happened a lot. That scenario, that's happened a lot in this playoffs. It happened against the Canadiens. It's happened against the Islanders.
It's growing pains, man. You know what I mean? Like I hate to. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm making an excuse for him, because if I am,
that's exactly what it sounded like.
It's not my intention.
I'm glad you clarified at least a little bit, but I'm not at excuse time right now. You're in the fray. You got to make that play.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert Haig. That's number 8, right? Robert Haig.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's standing there dicking around. Like, there's no fans at the game. There's no fans allowed. You can't watch. You got to watch on TV like we're doing. You got it. You can't even buy a ticket to watch Robert Haig. Like, he's standing there watching the guy sneak in right there.
If you're professional and you're getting paid to play, you're getting paid to play, not watch the game. I agree with you. But young guys do learn on the job, though. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
HeadFX says, second time in this series, we blew a 3-1 lead. Absolutely. Don says, Luis Ralph's got the Lakers. Screw Ralph. Steven said, where's Gritty when you need him? Well, he's over in the left-hand corner of your screen. You see him, and then Robbie's got him somewhere, I'm sure. I think it's right over his shoulder. Right over his shoulder.
There it is.
He's in
right near the lamp.
He's in 2 plays. Maybe he can make a save. You know what I mean?
Got him.
Paging him to make a save. Somebody make a stop. Anthony says it just seems the Flyers are going through the motion like robots. I mean, yeah, and then you got to sometimes tip caps too, right? I mean, sometimes you tip cap talk. Rye said check on Matt. He's good now. He's back. He probably had a piss.
I had to because, I mean, hell, I felt like I should have vomited after the way that third period went. But, I mean, that was absolutely atrocious. You have a game you were supposed to win. This was all pretty much done if you had played properly. But the moment the Islanders scored, the Flyers pushed the panic button, and then they tried to get their 2-goal lead back. And what did they do? The Islanders pushed right back, took all the momentum from them, and tied the game. That's what happens when you push the panic button. They cannot do that in any time when they're in the lead. Just got to keep that in mind. Even if you got a 1-goal lead, which are very, very precarious, you have to keep that in mind that don't push the panic button. Remember, they still have to score another goal on you. And if you play strong in your own zone, they won't get that goal. They will not get that. They will not tie the game. And then you can slow the game down and be methodical. Why? Because that favors you. Because you were leading the game. Even if you don't score again, you still win. It's an ugly win. Didn't have to be that way, but you still won.
Yep. Volt says, let's go Islanders. We got an Islanders fan in the house. Let's not go Islanders. Brian Batty says, fucking stupid. Game shouldn't have sniffed OT. Yeah, you're factual, brother.
You're right.
There. Ted FX says, F the Isles. Chris Stein, if the Flyers win the night, they win the series as long as they are up 3 before the third period. Yeah, well, they weren't up 3 before the third period, and yeah, I mean, it is. I don't know if they're winning any series now. You know what I mean? Because just even if they win tonight, it's not a good feel again, right? It's not a comfortable win. It's a gutted out win, and
it's a win.
Listen, a win's a win, Rob. I get it. It's just as a fan, comfortability is a little bit.
Any way you can get to Game 6 is fine by me.
No shit. I'm just telling you, I don't like the way it went down again. What's so hard to comprehend about that? That the comfortability level isn't as high as if you win this game 3-1. All right? Uncle Comfortability.
Yeah, doesn't matter to me.
I don't care how we win. I'm just, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. I just can't.
You're so easy too. It's so funny.
I'm not easy at all.
I don't even have to try to get you.
I love how they showed like a bunch of Islanders fans on NBCSN and they had no reaction to them tying the game. I'm like, guys, aren't you going to get just a little excited? I mean, your team did just come back from 3-1. I know we've made it seem routine, but still a big deal because you guys are 1 win away from winning this whole damn thing. So you'd think the Islanders fans would show some, heart, Maybe they don't even want to win. Maybe the Islanders fans like, fuck it, we don't even want to win a cup.
Yeah, but aren't they like from Long Island, but they play at the Barclays Center, and it's like weird?
It's weird. They play some games in Brooklyn because they had a stupid deal that Charles Wong got them into because they were looking like they weren't going to have a stadium after the Nassau Coliseum was a shithole.
So the Flyers are even money to win the game live. Should I fire?
I wouldn't do that.
If you want to go mush talk. You know what I mean? Do you think you mush or do you think you come through, Rob? It's a lot on you right now. There's a lot on you. So go ahead and hit send in there.
What's on me? How's it on me? I didn't let the guy score with.
Are you a mush or are you not a mush? I need to know ahead of time.
I won on the Celtics earlier.
Hi, Ted.
Put it in. Ted Powell says hi from YouTube.
I won on the Heat yesterday. No, I can't do it.
Brian Batty saying the silver lining is Carter Hart is gonna make a bad Flyers team and make a bad Flyers team good and good Flyers teams great for a lot of years to come. I mean, here's the thing. This team is playing bad, but that's the sad part of that's why it's so frustrating because we know that this isn't a bad team. That's the real frustrating part of it. It's like we know this team isn't bad. Why the hell are they playing like this? Yep. Like that's the most frustrating thing about this.
And that's where I tip my cap to the Islanders because I think they're a damn good hockey team and they make things difficult on you. So I mean, I look at it like that too. They make things extremely difficult on you, and some of that pressure for some of the younger kids is a little tougher to deal with too, right, guys? You know what I mean? So I'm not making excuses. We got to close this game out somehow. We got to figure out a way that just the out hustle for the rest of this. I don't even want this to go shootout talk, right? Does it even go to shootout? And
they play
continuous
20 minutes.
In the bubble. I didn't know if they're doing something different in the bubble, Rob. I didn't know if they're doing something different in the bubble.
I'm just telling you.
I just didn't know if the bubble was different.
I get it. I'm telling you. They just keep playing in the overtime.
I know how it works, usually, but 2020 is going to
Yeah, they don't. No, they don't do a shootout. I can't inform either.
No,
You're
please
too
inform. Please inform. I didn't think
what's great is they haven't had to limit any of the standard level of play because of how great of a job the NHL did in terms of their containment within the pandemic. 5 weeks in, 0 COVID cases reported. We talked about it a little bit before the show. Bubble was absolutely the way to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Chris Stein saying we were saying the same shit when we were down 3-0 against Boston. I mean, I love the heart and drive. I do, because that was one hell of a comeback, and we are one of only 4 hockey teams to do that. But same time, going to pull this back to reality. The very following year, we went down 3-0 to Boston, and we got swept. So calm down, relax. Let's just wait and see what happens, because I'm happy with the buzz. I'm happy with the belief, but we gotta get it. We gotta get it done. We gotta get it done, and you can't be blowing 3-1 leads.
Can't be blowing 3-1 leads, and I would love to have the optimistic outlook that here they come. You know what I mean? They're coming back from 3-0. Because they've done it before with a different team. Like, I know Ted saying, AV is 3-1 twice the playoff
too.
So I mean, listen, different group of players, different situations. Now, listen, I just don't, if they win this game, like I said, I don't think I think it goes 7 then. I definitely do. Now that the Flyers win at 7, it's tough. And if you would have asked me if they won this game 3-1, if I thought they could win in 7, I'd be a lot more optimistic about it. But the way this game played out, just like game 2 did, it makes me a little uncomfortable, right? But now you got to win this game before we can even have that conversation. So again, what hockey team are we going to see in overtime, family, and everybody out there join us? Are we going to see the hockey team we expect and we've seen all year, right? Or are we going to see a team on their heels and getting beat to every puck, not being able to get guys off the puck like we just saw there for the last 4.5 minutes? What hockey team?
They talked a little bit about it in the pregame, and as much as you want to show aggression and all-out attack, a patient approach. You got to pick your spots here. Wait for the Islanders to make a mistake and capitalize on it. In my opinion,
You're right, Rob.
The problem is they don't really make many of them.
Yes, sir.
They're the best at the patience and waiting to pounce. We saw the comment right there. Islanders look tired. Right after the comment got read on the air, boom, they're skating all around and they tie the game. Like they never mess up and they just play their game and they go. Like they're so well coached. Trotz is so good.
And when you have good coaches, it winds up playing like a boxing match, man, where you pull back a little bit, you save your energy, and then boom. And then
you boys just see that?
Like that? No.
You boys just see that commercial?
I saw it.
Little BetMGM. Did you see that, Matt?
I did.
Were you on there?
Yeah. Some people were texting me earlier, and I was like, I haven't seen it at all. I don't know how you guys are seeing it. And then, let's go. It's the only win we've had tonight. Only win on ATT so far tonight. Can we get it? Can we get another with the Flyers? Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh, BetMGM. BetMGM. Let's go. So, everybody's.
Can you get free rooms and shit out there, Tom?
I'm gonna have a conversation.
Salts. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Overtime matchup here.
Real quick, Matt. I'm gonna run through a couple comments. Matt Henry, how do you let him come back 3-1? Matt, we're still trying to figure that out, brother. Joseph says the thing is the Flyers can have 5 minutes of the same pressure, then the Islanders get an odd man rush, and and it's the ball game. Yep, you're right. You're right, Joe. They find the back of the net, brother. David Dale says, why was this game not over with 4 minutes left? We're still trying to figure it out. Hopefully they take the pain away and get one right now.
Who the hell's running this sound game? The crowd is cheering when the Isles score and they boo when we chat. Is Milbury running the board now?
Typical Canadians probably running the board. Got it, Canada. Shot at Canada.
So what? They should be. It should be a home game for us, and the sound should be in our favor.
Well,
Yeah,
technically, the
they play it.
Flyers
They'll
are the
say
home
let's go
game.
Is that the
Flyers
point of
and
that
stuff.
comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob, lock in, Robbie. All right, I'm here.
I just don't see. Well, it makes a big difference because Brett Brown said the Sixers got back in the game because of the crowd noise. So I guess it's a big deal in these bubbles.
I think it is a little bit. I think the music too, a little bit too. As much as that's meant for the fans, when you're playing, when you're skating in to take that offensive zone face off, and you're hearing whatever rock tune that they're putting out right there, that's got to get the adrenaline pumping a little bit if you're a player on the ice. So I can see it a little bit.
Gotta get that. Gotta win this
I could
board
use
battle,
little
boys.
jazzy hands on the ice. You know what I mean? Like I could just use a little crowd noise and make it just feel real at times.
Back on defense.
Here goes rush talk. Broken stick.
Nice.
Yep, little broken piecer.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, you got this
All right,
idiot without his
careful
stick.
with it now. Don't do anything stupid with it.
There's only
Don't make
4
a
guys
pass
out
that
there.
isn't
The guy
there.
broke his stick.
Or pass it backwards in the zone, Maddie. How many times have you seen that where they, instead of moving the puck out of the zone, they pass back, and then it causes the Islanders to have an opportunity to forecheck and turn over the puck?
Absolutely. That's a big problem. Like, and one thing too, I will say, goaltenders. I'm not a massive fan of goaltenders playing the puck either. I very damn it, didn't get through.
Wow.
Square them up. Check him into the net. They're not calling
Nice
up.
pass from Konechny, though.
Who
That was a hell of a
passed?
play from
That was
Konechny.
Konechny with that pass.
Yeah.
That was an unbelievable pass.
No doubt.
Chrome get enough his hockey talk in.
What? Chrome's out.
Oh, I noticed they put together. They put
Nah, he's
back
been
the. Oh yeah, he's been gone for a little bit. They put
Yeah,
back the
yeah.
Hayes Konechny Farabee line because they had Pitlick on it earlier in the game.
They switched it up. You said right, Robbie.
Yeah, they switched it up for overtime here. Yeah,
Control it. Get
in
it.
the line that's shown.
Post. It hit the post. Damn it.
Of course it did, Matt.
Yeah,
Second
that's
one.
our luck. Oh, damn it. All right. Careful. They're going to try and rush it.
Now you got to get baback. Got to get back.
Man
Get
loose.
the lane away.
And Hart made the save. Wow.
What a save
Hart
by
made a
Puppy.
save.
Jeez.
What a save.
That was a good save.
Okay.
Yeah, who's that on the side of his helmet?
Oh, that's Emery.
Razor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray Emery?
Yeah, he passed away, unfortunately, a few years back, so he's wearing the helmet as a tribute because that's how Emery had his helmet
I
stylized
didn't even
when he
know
was
what happened to him. How did he die? I didn't even know he died.
He drowned. He was swimming with friends and family, and he drowned.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was only in his Only in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
He was on the Cup team. Was he on our Cup team?
No, he was on the Blackhawks Cup team. He was the backup to Crawford one year.
He was on our team though. Like not long ago, I feel like.
He was on our 2010 team, but he left with a hip injury. It was almost career-ending, so that's when we had to get Bush back, and that's when Leighton showed up.
36
Yeah.
years old. 36 years old. It's such a shame, man.
Yeah. All right, this is okay. They got to be careful here. They got to calm down. They can't make any mistakes here and allow the Islanders to turn it over just like that.
Get it out.
Yeah, just exactly.
Get her out. Let's go.
Come on, what are you doing?
Matty Spillman, let's go.
You do got to love how
good
Carter's
move,
playing
Hart.
here
Good
in
cover.
overtime.
Good cover.
Yeah, he's playing really lights out here in overtime. I love his east to west.
They gotta-
movement, man.
They gotta win a draw though.
They
Yes,
do.
They do.
I don't know what the stats are on the draws in this game or this series, but I feel like the Flyers aren't faring that well.
We're losing the big ones. For whatever reason, though, we win the ones when they don't matter. And we win most of them. So it's just like, I don't understand why that happens. We're supposed to be one of the better face-off teams in the entire league, but I don't know what the fuck happened here. Of course, that you can be pretty much said for this entire game. But
Like who's like what's Coots take the big draws, I guess? He's good
no,
at 'em, right?
they have a variable amount. They have Coots, Giroux, sometimes Voracek. Lawton's done it a few times.
Drew used to never lose face-offs. He used to be one of the best in the whole league, I feel like.
Yes.
Nate Thompson's actually been our best face-off man. That's how much Giroux and Couturier has been struggling. I can't even tell you the last time Coots took a face-off. He'd been struggling a lot. I'm looking up what their face-off is for the percentages for this game. But overall, Rob, they've been leading the percentage, but they're not winning the crucial ones.
But when it matters, they
it seems like they lose each and every one of those. And that comes down to compete level. Like, let's go right now.
True.
Well, they were just skating well right there.
They were. All right, guys.
They're changing up.
All right.
Cover it.
Careful with the puck. That was almost not careful. Thank God he fucked it up. All right.
Swing and a miss. This leads to a goal. Swing and a miss usually leads to a goal. Swing and a miss usually leads to a goal. Oh, God.
And Konechny missed. Damn it. Come on, Konechny.
That wasn't really that great of a chance, though.
Yeah. And again, in this game, 51.9 to 48.1 in favor of the Flyers in faceoffs, but doesn't seem like they've lost every one.
But it seems like they lose every. It seems like they're losing all these draws.
All the important ones.
Oh boy. All right. Careful, because they're going to try and press it. All right.
You just got to show them right now you want it more.
Good move, Hart, putting it back to his D-man. I still don't like that when he comes out and he's got a man pressing.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either.
Oh, be careful. He's got a man loose. God damn it. Oh, what a save by Hart. Ooh.
Big save. Let's go. Now, a little rush.
Come on, guys.
But, what just happened there for them to,
Bad change. They changed at the worst time, and then the Islanders pushed it right back. Okay, that one came in on Hart. Luckily, he knocked it to the corner. And that's a terrible pass. What are you doing? Come on.
We got a little.
Zone one time. Keep it in the zone one time. Let's go.
Oh, damn it.
Of course, they put it to the center of the ice, front of the net where you never want to put it. Here we go.
Careful. Oh, good back check. Get the puck.
Jesus. I swear, it comes right to guys and they just can't get it out sometimes.
Yeah,
probably swatted it away.
They're getting all the bounces. They're getting all the bounces, it seems like.
Up. Move up.
There you go.
All right, careful.
They're all right. Nice pass.
That was a tough one.
It almost worked.
Almost.
High risk.
Right, come on, just shoot it.
Here we go.
All right, watch out. All right, take the shot.
Get in.
All right, get that loose puck. Get the loose puck.
Flyers got them on their heels right now.
Here we go.
It's the time.
Yep, keep it in. Let's go.
Come on, there you go. Damn it, it went right into the slot and nobody was there.
Of course.
All right, that's going to be icing. Yeah, that's icing.
On the ice. Keep them on them same guys on the ice. Love it.
And now that we get the offensive zone draw right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, this is one you got to win, Povs.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
This is a biggie. This is a big one here. That's
face-off, guys.
Awesome. That's Sports Center top 10 save right there. But
that was,
I don't know.
And Nelson scored earlier.
They were ready to jump off the ice there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, they did win it. All right, big win. And you turn the puck right over.
Yep.
Come on. What the fuck was that, Provy? You're better than that.
Yeah, you won that draw, but what good does that do?
He's not been good in these playoffs.
I know.
The past two games, he beforehand he was. But I agree with you. Provy's had a rough past two games.
Fine.
Come on, Carrot. All right.
There you
go. You got it.
Pocket.
All right. Come on, get to that puck. Put some pressure on him.
Dump it back in.
All right. Get back on defense.
See, I applaud the shots from the point, but once in a while you got to get it down deep so you can get a pass from behind the net.
I'm a little surprised they dumped.
I'm
a little surprised they dumped in on that situation. They had a 3-on-2.
I think they thought about it, but the Flyers usually do get a third man in there, and their pass gets interrupted. That has happened a decent amount.
There was a little bit of distance though with that third defender back there.
That is true. I will give you that one. That is a little surprising.
I mean, that looked like something that we would be doing right now, Matty, a panic move.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. Cizikas looks like he's hurt, which would be nice because Cizikas is a good player. So,
why's the game stopped? What happened?
I believe it was offsides.
All right, it's
Yeah.
tough without sound sometimes.
Yes, offsides.
Okay, got to win this draw.
Right. Another one. We got to win every draw, boys. Here we
All
go.
right, did
There
win
you
it.
go.
All right.
Okay.
Careful now. Don't make any stupid passes. All right, it's dumped.
Icing.
And it was icing. God damn it.
Great.
I didn't go over 2 lines.
I thought
that's
he got
what he's
the red
arguing.
line.
Yeah, I thought that was a good dump, but
Listen, these refs in the bubble have just been coasting. You know what I mean?
Oh, they've been terrible, Tom. Terrible, dude. That's been the worst part.
Yeah,
Everything else has been top notch.
That's not icing. That wasn't icing.
He
I don't
said
even know
that
anything about hockey, and that's not icing.
He said
Hi,
there was
Eileen.
no deflection there.
Stressing.
Clearly, there was a deflection at the red line.
Okay.
Past the red
there
line.
we go. All right.
Jay, it's
No
3
harm.
in overtime, Jay.
Damn it, he turned it
Oh,
over. God damn it. Come
No,
Why
on,
would
Jay.
you do that?
Come on,
Why would
Jay.
you-
3-3.
All right, you got to win that.
Oh, where's the penalty?
No
Yeah,
penalty
that
on that?
That's right.
No, it
That's
is.
right.
It's on a penalty.
It's
Yep.
the refs that you get a call.
Come on. Now pull some off. Get 6 on the ice. Let's get you up.
Nope,
No
they're
touch,
going to touch
no
it.
touch.
Oh, no, they didn't
You're
touch.
right.
Okay.
They can't touch it, or else the whistle
have-
blows.
Well,
They
no,
can
but
touch
they're
it,
trying to
but
get the
they have
6th
to
man
have
on the
control
ice.
of it.
Yeah, they have to have possession of the
They
puck,
have
but
to
they
maintain possession. Just tapping it like in a situation like
Yeah.
that is not going to cause.
Sure.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, come on.
Keep it in.
Come on, get some shots in. And that's not going to do it. Stoppage and play. All right, so the penalty will be called.
Who had 6 on the ice right there?
What's
up, Eileen?
We did.
It's like Kevin Hayes has Velcro on his stick sometimes, man. Just like you said before, Chrome. Man,
I saw earlier they were 9% on the power play.
They are. It's been terrible.
9%. Like
Minus
you have an
one
extra
game.
guy. Like I mean,
I feel like
Well,
our historical shootout woes have hit us in the playoffs in terms of the power play this year.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
so. I think that's
Too
a good
many
one.
extra passes.
we got
Too
to
many
get
extra
one here.
passes. Shots at
And
the
Rob-
net. And
Rob,
traffic.
that's the issue that that's been the difference with this team from last few years. I felt last year they got way too cute with trying to make the extra pass, and we saw so many turnovers last year. This year it seemed like they fixed that, but we're seeing a lot of that on the power play.
Yeah.
That's a good timeout.
Well,
Yeah, I
good
think the Islanders
timeout
did-
right there.
Yeah.
you just
Agreed.
hit on a great point, man. You're seeing regression. They made that progression during the regular season where the stakes weren't as high, and now you
Right.
have these young players coming into a scenario where the stakes are much higher, and you revert back. No excuse for the veterans, though, on that department.
Yeah, no, I
There's
agree. Totally agree.
Nice hit on Barzell there from Coots, but that hurt him.
By the way, did you like that call out of me? You know what I'm saying? He's like,
I gave you the spot on.
would have been happy.
I'll forever associate this with Noah Eaton. Spot on.
Playoffs?
I miss Noah, by the way.
Debatable.
We all miss Noah. Debatable.
I love that one.
Those are some of the best episodes of Agree or Disagree when Noah was on.
Again, Matty, debatable.
You, Wills, they were always talking about Ben Roethlisberger and how he raped a
Come
girl.
on, like,
it was
you gotta
pleasant.
win that draw.
You're not going to win.
Yeah,
every
you do.
draw, Bob. You're not going to win every goddamn draw. Grow up. Another team's got skates on. You know what I'm saying? And sticks. You're not going to win every draw.
That's an important one, though.
Every draw.
And now they can't even get out of their own zone.
Well, yeah, but
Around wasting 20 seconds, 30 seconds on the power play, not
Sweep
even set
the
up.
leg.
Oh,
God
Come
damn
on.
it. That puck was right in the air, and Voracek couldn't do anything with it. Perfect example of passing a puck that's on its side when it's
Listen,
just
if
like
there
it
was-
just.
if there was ever a time to figure it out on the power play, guys, this is it because
Oh, it is.
it's concerning to me at this
There
point.
you go. Set it up.
Oh, damn it! All right, come on, get that puck.
You got to win the battle of the
Don't
puck.
you
Let's go.
dare lose this. All right, get it up the board. There you go. All right.
Where's that? Oh,
Damn it, hit a skate.
There's no lane there. It's such a bad.
All right, What were you passing to?
yeah.
What
Exactly,
the fuck
Rob.
were you thinking?
That's not a good pass
That's where you
either.
got to dump it behind the net and not take that low percentage shot. It's good to shoot it on net in the playoffs, but if it's a low percentage, it's just going to get blocked. You're 100% right.
And you know
That
what,
pass
Pove?
almost.
You know what, Pove? We just saw what we were talking about too. Trying to get too cute with that extra pass, and it's resulted in a turnover. No.
And they couldn't get the blue line there.
Going the power play again.
Yep.
I think they're down to 8% now. If they don't score.
They look worse on the power play than they do shorthanded.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
There's a shot. Oh, it went high. All right, come on, get that puck.
So did Montreal, for that matter. It's like their inept power play rubbed off on us.
Why are you trying to put it in the slot there? You had like 5 Islanders right there.
There's only 4 on the ice, Matty. Like that's
Well,
the thing.
all right, I'm
frustrated.
sorry. Yes, there's
That's
only
why
4
we're
on
so
the ice. There was
frustrated
all
right
4.
now.
Nice.
Like there's
That
only
was a
4
nice
on
play,
the ice.
though.
It looks like there's 10 of them.
Nice play to force that turnover there.
That
Get your
was.
skates under you. Let's go. Is that JBR?
Maybe ballerina out there. What was that?
Kenny Wu.
And come on.
Oh, right
There
out
you
front.
go. Shoot. Ah,
It's never gonna get through.
careful.
Dig deep,
There you go. There you go.
Fine.
There we go.
They're off. Yeah, they're off.
Bullshit! That didn't come out. Bullshit!
Well, power play hasn't changed. We can take that comfort.
That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad for having the chips down like they did and having a chance in overtime with a man advantage. That was pretty bleak.
See, that pass right there by Hayes really pissed me off. I don't know why he's trying to pass that over to Voracek there. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You see Green's right the fuck there. You think he's not going to get that puck? It's just, that's the kind of shit that bothers me.
Some credit's got to go to the Islanders, though. Tough defensive team.
Not really. No, they get no credit for that kill. That was a piss poor power play. Another piss poor power play. Sorry.
I love it. I love it. No. I love it, man.
They get no credit.
I'm not saying I totally disagree with you either. I'm just
like, what's up with that? What's up with that shot from Voracek? He shoots it right into the guy's fucking skates.
Right. That's not going to work.
That's what they did all first period too. Like, yeah, they had 15 shots to the Islanders 3, but every shot was either right in the goalie's chest where it was an easy save that I could have made, or it got blocked because it was right at somebody. Like, that's not productive hockey. Like, I don't know what they're doing. They have an extra guy, and you're at 8%? You got to be kidding me.
The Islanders have had 7 shots in this OT, and the Flyers have only had 2.
Well, like, I feel like we've had the puck. Like, I feel like we've been controlling the game in this overtime.
Yeah, with a power play, Matty, to them shots. And, right, the 2 factors. With a power play and 6 guys on the ice for about 35 seconds. You know what I mean? So it's 2 factors. So for about 2 minutes and 35 seconds, you had more guys on the ice, and you came out with, what, 2 shots in OT compared to 7?
Yeah, it's been a. I mean, here's the thing. Even though we've had the puck, we've turned it over in our own zone, and that's led to some quality opportunities for the Islanders, and we've turned the puck over in the neutral zone, and that's also led to some quality opportunities, and Hart has made some big saves, and he's saved the season.
But right now, we know that can change on a dime, babe.
That is hockey.
David Dale says he's angry. I don't blame you. There's a lot of anger going on, but nothing a goal can't fix for us. Not for them, obviously. Yeah, you want anger, let them score. If we want some joy.
Hart's got it.
What's going on here?
Hart has it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that's going on. Didn't see the puck. My God.
You know, these are the playoffs, man. 1 minute you can just be purely pissed off at your team, and the next minute you're elated. That's why it pays to be a player and a fan, that you just
doing all the way out there.
You got to keep your emotions in check.
He was going to come in and pinch the puck and try to set it up for somebody, but then he realized it was too high, so he just gloved it.
I love the glove there. Win a draw.
Yeah, well, good thing he didn't. Yeah, he gloved it, and he didn't.
To go play, Rob. What do you want me to tell you? It's a great glove. It's a great glove save.
I said it made me nervous. I didn't say it was a good play.
Oh, I'm not saying that you said it's maybe you're saying. I'm just telling you what.
Come on, Coots. Get that
Behind
puck.
the
There you
net.
go. There you go.
Okay,
Careful,
let's go.
careful with it now.
Behind the net. I don't like.
That's where the money plays, dude. You pass it up to the free skater right in the net.
Yeah,
You got
I
a
have no
game-winning
idea.
goal.
One in
The
on
free skater
goal.
part. The free skater part is the part that we're missing.
Yeah, it's easier said than done against the Islanders team, that's for sure.
Oh my God!
Yeah. The cycle is tough with this.
You get some shots on goal. I mean, I just don't know why that shouldn't be that outlandish to ask for right now.
Yeah, you would think, right?
We're
With an
out
offensive team.
We're out skating them. It's just like control the puck a little bit longer, make it up.
There.
Oh, Hayes has got it. He tried to put it in on the rough angle.
Yeah, that's a tough.
How do you think he's gonna score on that angle? Like, what,
He's
like,
not-
say, like
he's-
that's a shot, but
He was
like,
looking for a rebound.
Yeah,
I think
that's
looking for a
a
rebound
pass to
opportunity.
Farabee off the goaltender. That's what that is. That's what you're trying. You're shooting for that purposeful rebound so he can bank it in for the game winner.
Listen, it was his only
It's
option.
not a bad play.
It was his only option. It was his only attempt right there. Rewatch it here. There's nothing for him to go to. Everybody's clogged in there, and he's got to just try to put it on and hope for something.
Night, Eileen.
Yeah, night, Eileen. Keep it in.
Good. Oh, close. All right, he's got it at the point. Niskanen threw it out to the corner.
there you go. I like that.
Net. There's a chance for Provy. Scored! Yes!
Let's go.
Game
Let's
6,
go.
baby. Let's go.
That's all we needed. That's all.
Keep 'em alive.
Let's go. Let's
See what
go.
happens when you shoot.
There we
We'll shoot every time. You guys hear me? Every time somebody has the puck, shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it.
What happens when you shoot? You can't score. I've never seen someone score a goal without shooting the puck.
Listen, I got to tell
It's
you.
impossible.
Real,
Hold
I
on,
gotta
hold on.
tell
They're
you
going
now.
to check it. They're checking something. Hold
Check
on.
what? Check my ball sack.
I know, but we got to wait and see because you never know. All right, never mind. He's leaving. We're good. We're good.
listen,
Yeah, let's
listen.
go.
Twice in this series now, we got bailed out in overtime.
Is that
I don't
Philly
wanna see
Myers
this
from the
again.
point?
I don't want to see
was
this
Provy,
again.
Philly
right?
Myers for the point,
Provy.
baby. Oh no, Provy, pardon me.
Yeah, I think it might have deflected. Yeah, it deflected. It's somebody else's goal. Whose goal is it?
I don't care who scored the goal. I care that they were in orange and we get to play game 6. All right, so when's game 6?
Lawton! Lawton scored. There we go.
There's
Well,
Superman
Listen,
King.
boys, we talked about it earlier, right? We sat here and we talked shit on Lawton. We talked shit on Provorov. Both guys, big play there to wrap that game up and get us to game 6.
And where's
That was
the
the
start?
theme. You get insulted and you get the game winner.
That's
Yes.
how
That's right.
That's how it rolls. But listen, how does it start? It starts with your veterans. It starts with Claude. It starts with JVR, and then it all starts with your goaltender. Now we don't like giving up. We don't like giving up a 3-1 lead, but to be able to, we talked about it coming on here, to be able to stand on your head when you're out playing teams, but they're getting good looks on you still, right? To be able to stand in your head with breakaways, etc., in overtime, and make big saves, right? That's the difference maker. That's the difference maker. And give credit to this team. I don't like blowing leads. That's not fun for anybody. Okay. But we talk about being a resilient group, a tough group. This is a tough group again tonight. It's a tough group. All right. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time. It doesn't have to be easy, but you live to play another day, right? You live to play another day. Credit to the Islanders because Brink doesn't think they have skates on and sticks. So they shouldn't get any credit. But credit to the Islanders because the dang good hockey team, and now we go to game 6, right? And all you gotta do is extend one more, boys. Extend one more, and if you extend one more, anything happens in game 7. It's all up in the
Anything can
air.
happen in the game 7.
Anything.
I'll take it one step forward, Tom. Right, and I'm all jacked up after a win, so I know I'm not being realistic here and in the moment. But this team goes on and wins game 6 and 7 to reach the Eastern Conference Finals. While Tampa Bay is not sitting at home but sitting in their hotel for all this time, look out, because we're coming for you. We're coming for you like dogs. Let's go. Great win.
But I loved what Stephen Hyken said. He said, I'm not a Flyers fan. Congrats on the win, and I'm about to buy me a Carter Hart jersey. Absolutely go out and do that. That man is a fucking goat. and he's going to be the GOAT for the Flyers for a long time to come.
And look at this. What'd you do in overtime? You out hustled for pucks, right? Something that we were pressing. You out hustled for pucks. You won tough jams with pucks, right? And you continued to fight. You continue, like, we didn't like some of the looks we were getting, but we were still controlling the puck for the most part in overtime, and that's what you wanted to see, right? And I thought, regardless if it looked pretty in overtime, we out hustled, and that's the difference maker when you talk about playoff hockey. Because if you want to continue to get chances, because chances are going to win you a game. If you don't have chances, you're not going to win a game. And you continue to fight and get chances, and it's get it on net, right? It's get one on net, and things happen. And that's another deflected goal tonight. And again, none of these goals have to be pretty. We'll take them, and we'll take more playoff hockey because we waited how long for this to come back anyway. So as many games as we can get extra, just give it to me. So right now, I'm thinking about Game 6, and we said it during the Eagles run. Just give me one more. Just give me one more now. All right. So now I'm just asking for a Game 7. All right. I'm not going to ask you for anything in Game 7, but just give me one more. Give me one more. Give us the excitement for a Game 7. At a time. Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
One game at a time.
Give us the excitement for a Game 7. That's all we're looking for. We're not asking for a lot right now. Just give us the Game 7 and give us that excitement up.
Here's the thing, like you were saying, Chrome earlier. You were saying we got bailed out in OT, coming up with a big win. By the way, we'll catch you later, David. And at the end of the day, this is a chance. The hockey gods gave us that goal for that little tip from Lawton to make that one go in. Now we have to get juiced off of that. It's like, okay, we just avoided getting eliminated. Now is the time to start, getting that confidence in yourself. Be like, hey, yes, you blew that lead, but that should never have happened in the first place. But you got the win.
And that's where the difference comes in, Matty. That's what we didn't see after that Game 2 win, where they came back and they won in overtime after blowing a lead. They came out like duds that next game. Mm-hmm. They did. They shit the bed. We cannot have a repeat performance like that in Game 6 because it's done. You're packing your bags, you're getting out of the bubble, and you're going home.
And let's remember, too, Game 6 will be the Islanders as the home team, so they're going to carry that extra advantage of having less change. It's going to be a tough game. So, putting my realistic hat back on, you got to focus on not just one game at a time, one period at a time.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we saw signs of life. I mean, Giroux scored tonight, correct?
He did.
Giroux,
JVR scored.
Coots,
and
Lawton scored. Provorov had that nice. He threw it on net. It got deflected. He doesn't get credit for the goal. I thought Coots played better. He should have scored on that empty net he had in the first period, but I thought he played better. Like you won the game, and you saw kind of what you needed to from some of these guys that we've been dogging kind of the whole show. So I like our chances. Reluctantly saying I like our chances in Game 6.
And honestly, Rob, the thing is, sometimes it's hard to ask every guy to be on at the right time at the same time. But if half of those names, if 2 out of those 4 names can step up next on Thursday's the next game, right?
Yeah, Thursday. I think it's at 6.
Thursday. So obviously, we will be doing live reactions on the Hockey Happy Hour. I think we can safely announce that now.
That's awesome. Real quick, I want to get to some of these comments, and I gotta expose somebody.
Great,
Mr. Dubinsky, F the Flyers. Listen, I don't know if you were listening, but I gave the Islanders a lot of credit. I think we all did, besides Rob Brinkman. You know what I mean? So everybody else gave him a lot of credit. And I'm giving him a lot of credit. So pipe down a little bit, all right? Okay, F the Flyers. How about you come have a little class and say, oh, you know what? Go win tonight, guys. Because you still control it. You still control the series, baby. If you missed it, you still control the series.
This is true. But here's one thing, too. I want to point this into a little bit more of a positive direction here. The Islanders closed out both of their series in 5. They were used to finishing off teams in 5 games. We're the first team that's actually beaten them back when they've had the elimination opportunity available to them. That may start to put a little chink in the armor for the Islanders' psychology. They may think like, oh, shit, we didn't get them out in Game 5. Okay, all right, this team's a little tougher than we thought because they killed the Capitals, and the only reason why the Caps managed not to get swept was because Ovechkin single-handedly won a game for them, and they crushed the Panthers who like to shoot themselves in the foot. So
for you. We're coming for you.
So
let's go. Oh, man.
maybe this might be a start of turning the tide a little bit mentally. Maybe the Flyers get a little juice. Maybe the Islanders start feeling a little, shit, they're not going away.
But the Islanders also had to play in the qualifying round, and the Flyers didn't.
They
so
did.
that start to become a factor here as well. Plus, the
True.
overtime win. I mean, we've won the Flyers won two overtime games in this series where, the Islanders thought, oh, man, we got these guys. We came back from a big lead, but they couldn't close the deal. I mean, maybe that can wear on them too. So I think there's a lot of things working in the Flyers' favor right now, and they had the better goalie. So
that's a beautiful point, man, because the advantage you get from playing that first qualifying round series, you see right away, which gave them jam for the Capital series early in this series. And now those legs start to get tired, Rob. You're absolutely right. That's a great spot on point, man.
Yeah, so
I know. You may not be used to people agreeing with you, but I am.
Been right since he's been here.
It's not true. You just don't listen. You just don't listen. You go away. You go on the black screen there. No one knows what you're doing. You don't listen.
Real quick, let me clarify. It's called a Jimmy Leland. Okay. Great managers do that. All right. It's Jimmy Leland. And the fact of the matter is, I'm like an elephant. I listen to everything you say. All right. I'm with everything you say. Okay. I might not agree with everything you say, but I send my respect.
Smart stuff. You should listen. You should listen more.
I send my respect.
But yeah, here's a chance. And Quentin, you're right. The Islanders have been kind of owning us this year, and that is true. Regular season, we struggled against them. We didn't get a win. However, though, we got a win in Game 2. We bailed ourselves out of blowing another lead. We did not come out strong, like Chrome said, in Game 3. However, we bailed ourselves out again in overtime with a big clutch performance here. Now we need to get that confidence and really start feeling like, hey, we can do this. We didn't go down like the other teams did. We did not. We refused to. Now is the time to get that confidence going. Get that buzz in your head saying, hey, we're the fucking Flyers. This is not how we go out. We don't go out on our backs. We go out telling them, hey, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to really beat us. You're going to have to beat us down to eliminate us at the end of the day. That's what the Flyers got to do. They got to get that swagger back in their head. This is a chance for them to do it again.
Yeah, and hopefully learn their lesson from, again, same scenario coming out of Game 2 into Game 3. Learn your lesson. Do what you got to do to get yourself up for this next game. It's so important to come out and establish your dominance early, to establish that you are there to play to win and make an impact early and maintain that level. This is the best game overall, minus that 4 minutes at the end of the third period. I think whistle to whistle, this is the best game we've seen them play in this series. Maybe complete game in the playoffs, outside of the round robin games. So, it's encouraging.
Fuck.
And they've now shown that they're able to do it, consistently for 3 periods. So let's hope that this is what we're going to get, guys, coming out for Game 6.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's a good shot for it too, because like I said before, Sunday night you saw the energy level, but not quite the full complete level because you weren't getting the results. Tonight you got the results. You did cough up those results. That takes it a little bit back, but then scoring an overtime goal in playoff hockey is just a shot of adrenaline to your playoff chances. Carry that off. Attack them in the first 5 minutes of that game. I mean, don't let them breathe in the first 5 minutes of that game and hope you get a 1-0 lead to start off Game 6.
And you need to be shut down defense. You need to give Carter Hart that support in front of the net. I thought, honestly, guys, that overtime period, it's amazing because they dominated the entire overtime period except for when they had the man advantage. They couldn't do anything with the puck. But as soon as it became even strength, they took over again.
I've been watching a guy on YouTube who's been reviewing the playoffs, and I will say this. He said something really funny. He said all Flyers fans are probably hoping that one day this rule comes into play. And right now, if there's a decline option in penalties like you have in football, the Flyers fans will take that right now because the power play has been so bad.
As soon as the power play ended, they started flying. And I'm like,
yeah.
Like as soon as it went to 0 and a puck went down in the Islanders zone, they were flying, and I was like, "What the hell? You just had this an easier opportunity before. It's like you made it harder on yourselves." But credit to the Islanders because they flat out they've been playing really good defense on the power play, but we've stunk on the power play. So I'll give them credit and also say we flat out looked terrible on the power play. Terrible. And that could be a big difference maker in Game 6.
I'll tell you what, Anthony, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to call 2 points for Giroux. I'm not going to say goals. 2 points for Giroux in Game 6.
Nice.
Like it. They need it. If he has 2 points, there's no way there's not a Game 7.
Agreed. Dean Jones did have a good point that he did say, as well as Carter's been playing, the Islanders goalies have been just as good, and that is true. Varlamov has been playing very, very well, and that was a big question mark going into this postseason for the Islanders. A lot of people were wondering, was this team's goaltending going to hold out? Because they had Varlamov, who was shaky, and Greiss had not been as good as he used to be. There was a lot of debate whether this team was going to do. And Varlamov, man, he showed something in that exhibition game, and he carried it over into their qualifier, and he's been doing it since.
The clear-cut starter, but look at what Tommy Greiss comes in the relief of that back-to-back and posts up 34 saves. Yeah, that's pretty nice. They are getting the good quality goaltending, not game-stealing goaltending, because I don't think they're capable of that, but Carter Hart is, and we haven't gotten it yet, at least in this series.
I would agree with you, and I have to say too, to kind of capitalize on that too, Rob. I think we've, as good as their goaltending has been, and take nothing away from it, I think we've bailed them out in a lot of opportunities as well. A lot of what we were talking about with the extra, getting cute with extra passes, not having guys in front of the net to be in position for rebounds. So I think that we need that energy. We need that cutthroat, energy coming out in Game 6 to make sure we push that to Game 7.
He might as well be.
What you saw in the second round robin game against the now ousted Boston Bruins, just going to throw another reminder of that in. Maddie covered the first half of the show. I got the second half. Bang, bang. But when it comes to the Boston Bruin game, they scored a you gotta love it. But they scored a garbage goal to cut the deficit to 2-1 in that game. And instead of putting their tail between their legs and hanging their heads, they came right back down. And, Philip Myers, you brought up, Brinkman, came down and ripped a slap shot to immediately make it 3-1. That's the type of play that you need to see in Game 6. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of other comments here. First, I'm saying the hockey guy is awesome. That is true. That's where I got that from. But and then he's also saying Anthony. He said Joe's saying to Anthony to shut up. and Don saying, "What time you all play on Thursday? You play on Thursday? Let me see here.
I think it's 6 yet. I don't think.
I think it's 6. I think I saw 6. I think we just tweeted it. I think at 6.
Did we?
Let me see here.
We're heading to Game 6. I don't know what time it is.
Let's see if they've announced anything yet, just in case, because they sometimes do wait until the day's proceedings.
You know what? No, this is what it is. They're going to wait for the result of this game coming up, the Vegas-Vancouver game, because if Vegas eliminates Vancouver, then there's only one game, and when are you having that one game?
Well,
prime time.
I'll be honest with you.
It'll probably be NBC 8 o'clock.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. Quick programming alert here, because we have, by the way, for lazy booking on Thursday, Bushwhacker Luke, for all you 80s and 90s wrestling fans out there, he's going to be joining us. I hope that it's an 8 o'clock start, because we're just doing an hour interview with him, and we're probably going to be hopping off. That way you guys can kind of just hop right on after us and get going for the live reaction. That would be ideal. That would be ideal.
We'll have to keep tabs on that. If
that's the case, I might be hopping back on with you boys again for a live reaction show.
Hell yeah. Be more
Everybody's
than happy
available.
to have you.
Breakman, you too, man. No doubt about it, man.
Thursday? Yeah. I got fantasy football again tomorrow. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm a very superstitious person. You got to keep the group together, man.
Yeah,
Don't keep winning.
I'm in.
So that means Tom has to be there on Thursday as well.
That way I won't miss the
Saddle up, Daddy.
I'm running to you. I'm running to you.
No, well, that way, if someone doesn't show up, like we know who to blame.
That's right.
Hopefully,
Or someone can't do it.
hopefully,
That person will blame. No, I have to show up because I can't wear that. I mean,
We'll go
like,
Octo Box with B-Dales, man. We'll make it happen.
No, we gotta have these 5. No additions, no subtractions.
what are we doing? Oh my God!
Well, if you're superstitious like me.
There's an awkward conversation. Be like, oh, hey, Bri, guess what? You're not on the show on Thursday because we're superstitious.
The Penguins, send them right to me. The Penguins fan?
Telling somebody you slept with their girl. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I slept with their girl. What? You did
Worse
Tom, in your own bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might want to wash your sheets. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that's a conversation afterwards. You know what I mean? That's a tough one.
God.
It's a tough one. So what do we do? What do we do? I mean, there's got to be a vote. There's got to be some kind of vote, some kind of poll. Do we vote him out? I mean,
This is a democracy. So
we could go the other way, Matty.
We've been dictator.
It's been a long time, Matt.
Pull the whole I got seniority card.
Yeah. Do whatever the hell we want. What do we want to do? We want to say, hey, let's get this one out, bud. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's great.
I am. And then the fact that he's not a Flyers guy. So then you're really adding in the bad juju to me, right?
Yeah. What I'm saying.
Oh, you know what? I don't know. It's kind of weird if you play with it, but if he's on the show for like the beginning, and if the Islanders do something good, then off. He's immediately booted, right off the street.
Yeah. Backstage, you're backstage.
I'll kick him for you guys. I'll boot him. We'll hug it out. You know what I mean? And it's kumbaya. But it'll
be all right. It'll be all right in time, but in the short term, it might, get a little ugly. But long term, we'll all get over it, and we'll keep going like the finally two machine we are.
Yeah, the big picture. Big picture.
Right. Bigger than him.
If the Penguins ever get their heads out of their asses and make a run again, then he can do the show by himself.
No, he's a Ducks fan.
Oh, he's a Ducks fan? Who's the Penguins?
Yeah, you're thinking of Clinky. Clinky was the Penguins fan.
Clinky. But the Ducks, I mean, that's even worse than the Penguins from a hockey standpoint.
Well, I mean, he does have 3 really cool movies to his name, so he has that. So I mean
listen.
Fly together.
If you want to base your shit off Disney or whatever it is, you know what I mean? You want to base your fan off of movie talk, you know what I mean? And Fantasyland, then be my guest. Be my guest. The rest is going to stay home. You know what I mean? The real dogs eat at home. You know what I mean? We don't gotta stray away.
We don't go to Hollywood. We don't go to Disney.
Yeah, Goldberg was from Hollywood. He was a Flyers fan. He was essential.
The more you
essential to the run.
Well, listen, I with the way that these playoffs have gone, we might look like what Goldberg really looks like nowadays by the end of this season,
not good at all.
Okay, so William does bring up a good point. He's saying, "Come on, guys! If I was the ref of the game, Claude should have had the 4-minute." Yes, he should have.
Oh, but he didn't. But he didn't. You loser.
The ref missed it. You can't call what you don't see, so we'll take it. We'll take it all day. And Hart said should have had a delayed game penalty for the catch.
No calls on the Islanders that whole game.
Yeah, how many calls did the Islanders way Sunday night? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but and here's the thing, though. I disagree. I disagree with the Hart call. Like, that's not a delay of game. He was going to pinch the puck. He caught it instead. He was not in the restricted zone. So from there on, that shouldn't be a penalty. That area behind the net that's cut off with the trapezoid, that is the goalie's area. He can do what he wants with the puck. It used to be the whole side, but then they got uncomfortable with that for some fucking reason. Then they made it complicated. I don't know. Ask the lockout people on that one.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
Tell you guys something? Can I tell you guys something? Stop with it's the refs this way, the refs that way, right? Because I mean, at the end of the
lazy, lazy.
At the end of the day, I'll just explain this to everybody watching sports. Period. A ref, an umpire, etc., is never going to lose a team a game, because I'll tell you why. They don't hit the ball. They don't field the ball in terms of baseball. They don't shoot the puck. They don't defend. They don't make saves. They don't hustle, right? They don't do the little things, okay? So if you're ever going to say a referee, umpire, etc., lost us this game, I suggest you sort of stray away from watching sports sometimes. That's all, stray away. Because own accountability. It's accountability. You ain't going to put on nobody else. You can have the worst umpire in the world, right? If I'm coaching, I tell my kids, I don't care how bad he is. He's bad both ways then. He ain't fielding the ball. He ain't shooting the puck. I mean, come on. I mean, I just never can do that. I agree with Robert Swayze. The only time I remember recently a crew costing a game was a game in Dallas for the Eagles on a fumble opening kickoff. And they went to review it and they called it not a fumble, and there was 27 Eagles on it. So, yeah, Rob, enjoy that one, right? But that's the only one I got. I'm like, that's a momentum shifter big time. So that was a little different. You know what I mean? A little different circumstance. Now, did it lose the game for us? No, we lost the game for ourselves after that. But it was a big turning point. But same thing when you talk about hockey, man. Come on. They ain't skating around. I mean, they are, but they're not. They can't touch the puck. So, how much control do they have? That's all.
Yeah, I think your point's sound. It is the players that decide the game, not the refs, and it's their efforts or lack thereof that determine the outcome of the games. It's tough. I can sympathize on the Islander side that you should get a penalty there in that situation. But you know what? Things are missed on the ice. Just like it was missed when Drew was crashing the net and he was taken out practically into the goalpost Sunday night. That wasn't called too. And you heard the Flyers bench erupt like I thought there was fans in the stands.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard quite a few obscenities on the NBC broadcast.
And I love that, Robbie. And I love, you know what else I love? I love the fact that even like when you're watching baseball, you hear it too, right? You hear guys like going crazy, and you're like, all right, man, that's like the old playing days. You know what I mean? Like just you and the guys, and you guys create your own energy. Talk, right? Easy to do. People would say it was gonna be hard for players to do. No, it's not. Players got to control their own energy. Now you can feed off crowd noises, etc., right? But you control your own energy. You can control that any way you want to. You can say, I hate that guy across the ice from me. I hate him, right? And then you go into a game with just an agenda. Jordan did it all the time. You know what I mean? MJ did it all the time. He just found reasons to get himself motivated to dominate you. So, I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's your inner. It's your inner.
No, absolutely. And I will say, I will point this out too. When Bobby Clark, he said this on the Brush Street Bully documentary, and he's absolutely correct. They're supposed to hate you. The other team is supposed to hate you. The fans are supposed to hate you. Why? Because you're not much of an opponent then. You're not much of a rival then if they don't hate you. It's the same thing as when I say I hate Sidney Crosby. Yeah, I hate him because he's in a fucking Penguins jersey. Yeah, it's like he's the best player in hockey. Nowadays, people are talking about the rise of Connor McDavid and stuff like that. But still, the reason why I hate him is because he's wearing black and gold, not orange and black. And he's a great player. That's the reason why you hate him. You hate him because he's not scoring for you. You hate him because he's scoring for the team that's against you.
What up, that's Gavin? Correct. What up, Gavin? The Flyers like the Phillies trying to close out games. You know that.
Yeah.
The Nerdy Sports Guy, huge win. Yes, sir. Adam said, Joseph, wow, this okay, you see he's arguing with Joe. Go ahead. Or talking to him. I like that. I like the inner talks. You know what I mean? The trust tree. We call it here at A2D. You're in the trust tree, all right, and everything stays inside here. We ain't reporting. Trust tree talk. Dive in.
Plus also, and when it comes to calls, by the way, it's not the regular season, it's the playoffs. You're going to let a lot more go. And that's the other thing, too, with the refs, is that, like, you're going to let a lot more go in the postseason than you are. And that's in any sport. You're going to let a lot more go in the postseason than you are when the regular season's going on. When the regular season's going on, you see a lot more ticky-tacky bullshit called. Whereas in the postseason, you see them stuff the whistle in their pocket and they don't bring it out nearly as much. When you see the rough stuff, yeah, and they don't immediately call roughing when they see a real big hit, or they don't immediately look at that and try to see if there's a call in there. They say, that's just playoff hockey. They're making a play. You know, we saw a call earlier where Konechny, he got called for holding, and there was no holding. It was just a random play. You know, like, that's a perfect example of you just let that go. You let shit like that go in the postseason.
As long as you call it consistently, you know, you're going to get upset when it happens against your team. You're going to, you know, be wiping your brow like Thad from, what was that show, that college show? Blue Mountain State going. But you get away with it when you get away with the penalty. That's just the breaks. That's part of the roller coaster ride. I think that's been the theme of this whole show, is the roller coaster ride that is the NHL playoffs.
You're right, Robbie. You're right. All right, boys. So, anybody got anything else?
All I can say is that we got a game 6. Now's the time for the Flyers to either they can get some magic pixie dust, or they can man up, get some confidence going, and get us to game 7.
Yeah. Come out and play the best game all year.
Backs Robbie, and just get the game 7. We know anything can happen. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited, boys. This has been fun. I'll see you guys Thursday then. I mean, that sums that up.
Hell yeah!
I will be there with bells on, boys, and my my takeaway too, guys. Great energy tonight. First complete game that we've seen from them since the round robin, and it was really nice to see some of those milk cartons finally get found. So let's hope that those guys can carry that over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And Carter Hart, stand on your head again, baby. That's it. Maddie, take us out.
Franchise.
All right, then. So there's a live reaction to game number 5 with the Flyers getting a big overtime victory, forcing game 6. It's brought to you by Ambuck Services. Listen, man, we've all got the front lawn, back lawn. We want them to look nice. You also want your deck to look nice as well. You want those bushes trimmed. You want the gutters cleaned. You want all that taken care of. So all you got to do is pull out the lawnmower and take care of it. And then the neighbors come over if you have a little get-together and they look at what you got and they say, damn, man, I want that. And that's absolutely what Ambuck Services will do for you. And you can give them a call at 856-879-5530. And they'll take care of all that for you. Make sure that you have an awesome back and front lawn. Ambuck Services will take care of that.
Thanks, William. Philly's over 500, boys. Let's go. Giddy up. Giddy up. All right, Matty. Sorry, go ahead.
And the one final thing, too, before we close out, if you want to support A2DRadio.com, there is a way to do that. We have T-shirts, mugs, thermoses, all kinds of stuff available at Philly Drinkers. And you can get all of your favorite show shirts, everything from Agree to Disagree, Hockey Happy Hour, Lazy Booking, Weekly Roundup, Sports Hounds, Kicking It Stateside, In This Very Ring. We've got them all there. We've also got the QB Factory T-shirt that still has a special going on for it, right, Tom?
Yep, always on, baby. That's on.
All right, then. And promo code A2D, right?
Promo code A2D.
All right, then.
Yeah, right? Isn't that the promo code for the QB50? The QB?
Honestly, half the time now when I do these, I say, just try A2D or no notes. One of them's going to get you 20 or 25% off. I feel like that's the point we're at this point.
Oh,
go
great.
Just go buy it.
Yeah, go buy everything.
Yeah, buy out the store. There's like 40 products we got.
Yeah.
Go buy the whole damn thing.
There's gotta be something for you.
Yeah. Make it tough for Philly Drinkers to keep the supply running. Make it that much of a support. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you to everybody, all the regulars and all the newcomers here who have chimed in today on the live reaction. We hope to see you Thursday for Game 6 on the Hockey Happy Hour. We hope to see you for tomorrow night shows as well as for Lazy Booking and what we have coming for you for the rest of the week. From all of us here, Matt, Tom, Rob Brinkman, Rob Povia, and Chrome We will see you guys on Thursday night. Peace and love. Stay safe. Wear your mask. See you, everybody.